Hello everybody. Hello, welcome to the UK Pun Off Does Ram Comedy Festival. How are you doing? How are we all doing? Alex, before you skedaddle off screen, how are you doing?
I'm very well. So being Derbyshire born and bred, it's nice to be producing the Pun Off on this occasion. Excellent. And yes, excellent topic choices as well. I've got to say on this one. You did say that there is a rule that you are bringing in though for tonight, Julian, with regards to one of the topic choices.
Yes, and I shall mention that presently.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay, one of the topics is going to be sheep.
Correct. Yes, and we shall get to that.
Yeah.
Right, well, you've been saying, Alex, plenty of times during the show. Okay, so he'll pop in, he'll be reading your jokes out, and he'll be letting you know more about what's going on with the Ram Comedy Festival as well. So Alex will be back on the screen plenty of times over the next hour or so. Right, then, well, we've got me, Julian Lee, I'm hosting it, and we've got 4 punners. We've got my usual partner, the only person in comedy who puts up with this. It is Iain MacPun, Mr. Iain MacDonald. Hello, Iain.
Hello, Julian, and even that's stretching it, to be honest.
I know where I stand with Iain, and that's in boggy ground. Okay, then. How have you been the last few days, Iain?
Yeah, I've been doing really well. We've had one of our 2 days of sunshine today in Scotland, so I've been out the back. Yeah, it's all been good.
Good to hear. Right, well, from Scotland to the other cooler than England country, Wales. Hello, Noel. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Julian. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. I'm always all right, Noel, yes.
That's good. At least I got your name right this time anyway. That's the main thing.
Hey, it's always a bonus if someone gets your name right. I feel like I've gone up one rung on the comedy ladder because Noel got my name right this time.
Oh, well, cheers, man. I'm all right, though. Thank you. Yeah, it's raining a bit. It's been a bit of thunder here today. But, I'm keeping well. So I'm looking forward to tonight's Pun Off.
Yeah, UK Pun Off does Ram Comedy Festival. Thank you, Noel. Right, well, I don't know what the weather's like where Laura is, but it looks different to what it's like in Newcastle. Hello, Laura.
Hi, Julian. How are you?
I'm all right. I mean, that hat is stealing the show already.
Fantastic. I love it. It's the only reason, we've come to realise that this is the only kind of gimmick that I have. It's not going to be down to the puns. It's going to be down to the hat.
Okay, then. Who wants to be a millionaire? There's a hat joke for nothing for you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're looking forward to your puns and possibly some change of hats. I don't know. You've lifted the expectations now, Laura. We'll be hearing from Laura later on. And the man with the coolest clock this side of Christendom is Craig Deeley. Hello, Craig.
Hello. It is. How you doing?
I'm all right, Craig. All the better for seeing you as usual, Craig. I mean, I love all the guests. I love all the guests on the UK Pun Off. But Craig is always funny and polite enough to laugh at my jokes. And that's a winning combination in my book. A winning combination. Okay, if you don't mind, Punners, I'm just going to quickly explain the rules just in case we've got a few people who've never seen the UK Pun Off before, okay? So what we do, we have 5 topics and our punsters do 3 jokes each topic. We take turns doing one at a time, go around and do that 3 times. At the end of the round, you vote to say who's the funniest. Is it the person who's been the most consistently funny in that round, or is it the person who's told the funniest joke? Has one joke just stood out and gone, that is a flipping good joke? You have the power. So however you're watching it, whether you're watching on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, just type in the name of the person who you think phone. Was it Iain? Was it Noel? Was it Laura? Was it Craig? Boop, boop, boop. You have the power. Add them all up. And at the end of the round, we'll decide who wins, or you decide who wins. And at the end of the show, it's a person who wins the most rounds is the overall winner. But it's not the winning, it's the taking part, isn't it, Iain?
It certainly is.
Okay, and one of the things that we do on the UK Pun Off, and it's why we've got a loyal following, is we let the viewers send their jokes in as well. So you send your jokes in on the topic that we do, and then at the end of when all the punners have had their turn, Alex will come back on, he'll read out some jokes, and at the end of the show, the person who sent in the funniest joke amongst the viewers will win a UK Pun Off fish magnet. Ooh. Yes, you look suitably underwhelmed, everyone, is the correct response. That is the correct response. But you can send your puns in, and then, like I say, Alex, the producer, he decides who sent the best joke in from the viewers, and they win a UK pun-off fridge magnet. High stakes indeed. High stakes indeed. Right. So I think I've explained the rules. Iain, is there anything you think I've missed off there?
I don't think so, man.
Okay, what I would say is it's free to watch it, but if you look at the PayPal link along the bottom, we do ask for contributions if you enjoy it. It just helps with the stream, helps to give the guests a little bit of drinks money. So paypal.me/punoff. If you could do that, there's a QR code there that says a £5, but you don't have to give a £5. You can give more. You can give £3, you can give £2, give £1. But anything will be welcome. However, it is not mandatory. Okay, then, let us start with first round. Are we ready for the first round?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course we are. Come on. The first round is sheep. Right now, I'm not one for censorship, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm not one for censorship, but I'm going to warn you, any of those type of sheep jokes, and you know what I'm talking about, any of those type of sheep jokes will not be read out. Alex has been given strict instructions not to read out any of those type of sheep jokes. That's all I'm saying. Now I'm going to exactly, Alex. Now I'm going to look a bit of a dick here if the punters into that type of sheep checker joke, but hopefully they won't let us down. But none of those type of sheep jokes. Right. I think I've made my point, subtle as ever. So we're going to go around. We'll just go the order that I introduced everyone. So Iain, Noel, Laura, and Craig. We take turns each, ladies and gentlemen, if you've not seen us before. And one joke each, go around 3 times. Then you vote for who you think is the funniest. And whilst I'm counting the votes up, Alex reads out your jokes. I think I've explained that well enough. So, Iain, your first joke about sheep, please.
Right. Well, do you know how sheep defend themselves in the Caribbean? It's with Bahamas.
Bahamas, okay then. Bahamas in pajamas. Right then, Noel, you next, please.
Okay. The sheep is one of the few animals that actually has a rectangular pupil in its eye. I know this because when I was a self-employed optician, a sheep came into my office one day. He started complaining, saying it's probably been watching too much television. Well, I thought it cannot get any cornier.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, if every joke takes that long, this could be a 2-hour show. I went to the opticians once to do with sheep, but he wouldn't help us because he didn't want to shepherdise me career. There you go. I'll wait till you laugh. Okay, Laura, your joke next, please.
I was about to apologise for how convoluted some of my jokes are tonight, but Noel's just beaten me already, so that's fine. So I had some sheep who I made run faster than they were used to, but it just made them all sweaty. So last time I tried overflocking my CPU.
Craig, if you want to finish the first circuit off, please.
What do you do if someone steals your sheep? Call the police.
Call the police. There's a madman around. Okay, then that was round 1. Let's go to round 2. Iain, please.
Right, well, here's one for the Venn diagram of the UK pun-off. Which sheep is known as the special one? Jose Marino.
We've got loads of football fans watching the UK pun-off, honest. Venn diagrams are our speciality as well. Noel, you next, please.
Okay. Dolly the sheep was the world's first cloned mammal, and she now lives with about 200 other cloned sheep in a wildlife reservation known as Jurassic Park.
I would pay to go to Jurassic Park. I really would. Laura, from your perch in space, can we have your second sheep joke, please?
Of course you can. Well, I've recently started some athletic training. It's a brand new thing where you run after online conspiracy theorists. It's called the Sheeple Chase.
Nice. Conspiracy theories. My third favourite. Craig, you're my second favourite. You can finish this round off, please.
I've started a sheep choir, but I'm not holding out much hope they're going to be any good. I think I've set the bar too high.
Yeah. Good one.
Sometimes it don't have to be complicated, do the Craig? Just straight in there. That'll do. Get to laugh. Get to laugh. Right, well, that's 2/3 of the way around. Iain, let's start the final third.
Right, well, an Egyptian pharaoh said that he saw a sheep. Ramesses? No, it was definitely a sheep.
Oh, the culture that seeps from the very pores of the UK.
You can see it
Talking
dripping.
of culture, it's no.
Well, during the lockdown, it's true that the buying and selling of dogs has gone through the roof, which is why a sheepdog is so hard to come by. Come by.
Nice. I didn't see it coming, Noel. Nice. I like it. Laura, your third and final joke for sheep, please.
Okay. Yep. Bit of advice: don't make the same mistake as me. Never ever buy sheep. Never ever buy drugs from a sheep. The barbiturates are terrible.
Anytime you can get drugs to a joke, I'm all for that one. I'm all for that one. Craig, go on.
So apparently this summer they're holding a massive hippie music festival just for sheep. They're calling it Livestock.
Good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I think there were some cracking jokes here. Cracking jokes, and from different angles as well. That's what I like about the pun off. Sometimes they're boom in your face, and other times they're slightly left field. And if you make me laugh, you're doing well, because I'm a grumpy bastard. So well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. So, who was the funniest? Was it Iain? Was it Noel? Was it Laura? Was it Craig? You have the power. Vote. Just type in however you're watching it, whatever platform you're watching it on, type in the name. I'll come up. I'll put my specs on because I'm a bit blind. And while I'm doing that, Alex, do you want to pop back and read out the jokes, please?
Hello, yes. Well, we'll start with the deluge of hellos that we had to begin with. So, regular Rory Jones says hello, howdy, punsters. Jessica Roberts, hi from California. Katie Lyle, hello. Hev Clift says that is a winning hat. So
I concur.
That is the hat to beat so far. It is a fundamental fact that UK pun-off attendance should be mandatory after a busy day at work. We all agree, Rebecca. Absolutely. Yeah. Rory Jones started things off with, I saw some baby sheep bouncing down the road the other day. They were spring lambs. Mark Wilson, he was on fine form. I think he's the one to beat so far for the fridge magnet. I've just seen a sheep in a sports car. It was a Lamborghini. I like that. Julian not in agreement with me, but I like that one. My wife says she can talk to sheep, but I think she's just trying to pull the wool over my eyes. You peaked with the Lamborghini joke, I think, Mark. Jessica Roberts, do you know how to milk sheep? Tell them an election was fraudulent and ask for donations. It's biting satire.
Right on, sister. Right on,
biting satire. Nice. My genetically modified lamb cutlets speak for themselves. Great imagery, Rory. Thank you very much. And then the final one, Richard Woods. People told me I was stupid for painting black stripes on my sheep to make it easy to tell them apart from other flocks. Bah, humbug.
If you can't get boring, when can you? Thank you for that, Alex. Thank you. Okay, then. Well, there's some good jokes from the viewers as well. Alex, remember, you've got the tough task of picking the best joke for the night. So, there's especially my announcing the round winner glasses. You got 2 lenses in, it's too difficult. I've counted all the volumes of jokes, the volumes of votes for that one. And the winner of that round, I'm nice because it's Iain. Well done, Iain.
Don't know how that happened, but I'll take it.
And can I just mention, I think I'm right. Rebecca, didn't you watch the last UK pun off on your train home from work? because you are just getting in the house when we finish the show, if I remember rightly. Let us know if I'm right. If I'm wrong, tell us I'm an idiot. But I think that was right. You're watching on the train here. So we appreciate that kind of commitment. We do appreciate that kind of commitment. Well done, Rebecca. And well done to Iain. Iain is in the lead. Right, I will now shuffle the topic of goodness. Look at the technical aspect of this job here. And the next one is, and there's a similar rule applies to this joke as well, by the way. It is Derbyshire. Derbyshire. Okay. So, and we've just had a reply from Rebecca. Yes, same today. She's on the way home to Darlington from work in Manchester. Do you work in Manchester every day? That's a kind of commute. Anyway, Derbyshire. Now, again, the same will apply. None of those kind of jokes. Okay, people? Right. For Derbyshire, the tradition is to start with the winner of the last round, but we started with him last time. But I'm a stickler for tradition. We'll go Iain, but this time we'll go anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. So Iain, Craig, Laura, and Noel. So Iain, you first, please.
Okay, well, I went to an old fortress in Derbyshire, naked. Balls over castle. Well, I mean, I would have done, but they're pretty big turrets.
That is dreadful, Iain. Well done. Well done. Craig, if you've got any testicle-related Derbyshire jokes as well, this will be the time to tell it.
Well, no, but I am quite paranoid that people are going to steal my rugs in my bathroom that were made in Derbyshire. So I secure them to the floor with bath mat locks.
I like it. I like it. I thought you were shoehorning it in, but I let you off there. I let you off, Craig. Well done. Laura, I have no idea of your geographical location, even without the cosmic background. So what do you like with jokes on Derbyshire?
Well, a friend told me that he'd found a puddle in the exact shape of a Derbyshire town. I couldn't see it myself because the water was all ripply.
Rippling?
Rip.
Right, thank you. No, it's all right. No, it's all right. And Noel, if you can finish the first little circuit, please.
Okay, Julian, I just apologize.
Puns from R2D2.
Yeah, is that my coverage or is everyone's coverage?
Yeah, he's gone a bit Norman Collier.
Noel, is still there? It sounds like you're singing Agadoo on auto-tune. That's what it sounds like. Right, we're going to come back to Noel. Noel, don't worry, we won't forget about you. We'll come back to you. Okay, so we'll go to the second round. We'll go to Iain.
Right, well, to pass some time, I went to a buffet in a Derbyshire town. Long eaten? Nah, just have a couple of sausage rolls.
Someone's had the UK Atlas out for this one, haven't they, Iain?
Yeah, I think we all have.
Okay, and Craig, you next, please.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but Jesus was born in Derbyshire. Because it says in the Bible, apparently the three wise men found him wrapped in swaddling coat.
I'm presuming that's a village in Derbyshire, but I like it. I like it.
Yeah, well, go for that one.
Oh, there you go. A bit of local knowledge from Alex. Okay.
That was good. I like that. That was good.
Laura, you next, please.
Okay, well, I went to the bank where the manager told me I can only let money grow in your account if you can tell me what word goes before district in a large area of Derbyshire. Well, obviously, that was a way to pique my interest.
Hey, it's geography at go-go, isn't it? Now, is Noel auto-tune James? Is he back?
Well, I can hear you.
Right, well, we can hear you now. So what was the first joke, please, Noel?
The first, you mean the shit one? Okay. The first joke is about the name of the place. It's an old story. There was a man who went to the Peak District to find a wife. And the first farm, he knocked on the door. The farmer come to the door. The man said, "Have you got a daughter?" The farmer said, "Oh, are." A bloke said, Is she old enough to marry?" The farmer said, "She's 21." The man said, "Is she a nice, quiet girl?" Farmer said, "Oh, she's very shy." And the man said, "I love a shy woman." And the farmer said, "Well, if that's your thing, you should go over there. Derbyshire."
Right. I think auto-tune of Agadoo would have been better, but never mind. No, we enjoyed it. And what was the second one, please? What was the second one?
Oh, that's good. Right. The second one is actually Agadoo auto-tune.
Right, good.
Now, the second one is, I used to live actually right on the border of a county, which was very tense. It was actually like living on the edge, because while my heart was in Derbyshire, my stomach was in knots.
Oh, I like it. I like that one. Good stuff. Good stuff. You redeemed yourself there. You redeemed yourself. Okay, so we've had 2 rounds there. Iain, can you start the last round off, please?
Right. Well, when I travelled from Manchester to Derby, I had to leave quite early, and my ticket was quite cheap as well, which was a bonus. But I mean, that was until the train started going through this lovely national park, and then the inspector said that I had to pay more. And when asked why, well, he replied, "Now we're in the Peak District."
Okay. We're doing peak as a punchline this round, everyone. Okay, now, Alex has confused us by moving the order of the pictures around, but I think it was Craig next.
So a friend of mine was taken ill while he was walking in the Derbyshire hills. I told him he looked peaky.
This is just the peak round, apparently. Laura, you next.
No, I've got this for this because, like, it's one of these pictures. If you remember these competitions that always used to be in the back of newspapers, where they show a scene like that from a soccer match, and you had to spot where the round object was. I don't know if you remember the former MP Dennis Skinner. He was really good at those, which is where he got the nickname "the best of ball solver."
Who would have thought Bolsover would have been used twice in a round of comedy? Well, that's going to be a first. That's got to be a first. Noel, if you can finish off the Derbyshire jokes, please.
Okay. Chesterfield is a famous brand of cigarettes, not named after Chesterfield in Derbyshire, but after Chesterfield, Virginia County, USA, which, in comparison, makes the town in Derbyshire look like a hamlet.
And who said nicotine was banned from TV? Yeah, well done, well done. Okay, actually, this woman come and asked us for some bottled water. Buxton, I couldn't tell how big her boobs were. I've just thought of that one. Yeah, I've just thought of that one. Right. Don't forget, we need some money, so paypal.me/punoff. The more you pay, the less jokes I'll tell. There's your incentive. But who was funniest that round? Was it Iain? Was it Craig? Was it Laura? Was it Noel? It definitely wasn't me, that's for sure. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. There you go. There's your options. And now Alex is going to come back and he's going to read your lovely jokes out. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. Well, that felt like a round that was just tailor-made for me because I got all of that. So every local reference, every local town, that was great. Sadly, it seems that people at large don't seem to know a great deal about Derbyshire because the joke pace on the comments didn't really pick up until the end when people were Wikipediaing it. So the first one that came in was from Jessica, who said, "Well, I know squat about this topic," and that set the tone. So Mark Wilson saw the gravestone at the side of the road of the oldest man in the world, miles from Derby. He was 150. And that's the bar, people. That's the bar. More with the peak. Rebecca Megan Davis, how to reach the peak of life. Go for a walk up a hill in Derbyshire. I have no idea if the Peak District is in Derby. That joke could be a moo point. We're still only in cows now, which is good. At this point, Diane and Jessica started having a bit of a chat and waving at each other.
Bless.
Which was nice. And then we'll round that off with, where's the best place to go for a chat in a parish council affairs Derbyshire? Better not be partaking glossop. So there we go. So a valiant effort. I've lived here all my life, and that's better than what I could have come up with. So nice, very nice indeed.
Nice stuff. Thank you, Alex. Right, well, the votes are coming in or have come in. I know who the winner is for that round, but what we're going to do, Alex, if you could play a nice little advert for us, and then after the advert, I'm going to announce the winner of that round. Thank you, Alex.
When the big man was killed, you must have wanted it. Its blood was on the leaves.
If it's phrases, we can pun it.
If it's phrases, we can pun it.
I'm still trying to place Arnie's accent, if I'm honest, man.
Right, well, if I told you that apparently the viewers are big fans of auto-tuned versions of Agadoo, that would tell you that Noel won that round.
Good. Thank you.
There you go. There's Noel's new tactic. Okay, then. So we've had 2 rounds. We've got 3 rounds left. What we got this time? This is quite relevant, seeing as we've had, 2 days of it? Summer. Okay. We've had, 2 days of summer, so get your jokes in now. We'll start with Noel, and we'll go Craig, Laura, Iain, if that's okay. Noel, Craig, Laura, Iain. Summer, please. Noel?
In the hot weather, there's nothing more refreshing than a nice cold bath, especially when you're really thirsty.
There you go. I forgot what order I said, but I think I said Craig next, didn't I?
Yeah. So whenever I'm flying out from my summer holiday, I always dread that intense pat down at airport security, or Crazy Patrick, as the other security guards call him.
He does it for the frisk. I'm kidding. That's obviously just a Geordie word. Never mind. Laura, you next, please.
If you're looking for someone to go on a camping holiday with during the summer, so you can sit around the campfire, some people recommend Tinder. However, if you just want somebody that you can just go and sit in a tent with, I recommend that you call the Guy line.
Is it coming too good? I like it. It's a bit intense. Oh, come on. You've got to do some of the work. Iain, go on. Finish the first round off, please.
Right, well, a good few years ago, I went on holiday with the singer Jay-Z. Now, I mean, the apartment was really dirty. The food was lousy. The entertainment was awful. And I mean, I could go on. But the one thing that we did enjoy was sunbathing. I mean, talk about 99 problems, but the beach ain't one.
Okay, then.
Hashtag contemporary.
Well, that song's about 18 years old, to be honest. So it's not that contemporary, is it? maybe 16 years old. I don't know, but it's not that. It's not modern as you think.
It's more contemporary than the Agadoo song, I guess.
Yes, you're right. You are right, Noel. You are right. Okay, so that was round 1. Noel, can you start round 2 off, please?
Every summer, I traditionally play a game of frisbee in the park with the Flat Earth Society, or as they call it, basketball.
Don't let my response cloud your judgment, ladies and gentlemen, for that is a good joke. That is a good joke. Craig, you next, please.
So it was so warm and sunny earlier, I put the air conditioner on, and now the air is so much more manageable and full of bounce.
I know what you mean. I think, in a way, Laura's hair is probably too full of bounce. That's why she's got the hat on, to keep it under control. Laura, your joke, please.
Okay, so we were going to book a caravan for our summer holidays, but we changed our minds after we looked online and we found a video. And to be honest, the trailer was awful.
Right. Oh, Iain, I nearly forgot about Iain. How could I forget about 99 problems?
Right, well, I went swimming with Sloth, Chunk, and Mama Fratelli at the seaside. We were known as the Lagoonies. Hashtag contemporary.
We moving on there.
It's the Venn diagrams.
Have you heard about the Scottish rapper? There's Jay-Z, the American one, and then there's the Scottish one, See You. Just thought of that one there. Do you know how I'm trying to sort of disclaimer in? Just thought of it. Doesn't matter if you didn't laugh, I just thought of it. Just thought of it. Noel, go on, finish the round off. Start the last round off for us, please.
Well, my first summer job when I was 18, I was working for Butlins. And then the next summer, I worked for Pontins. And then the next summer, I worked for Butlins. And I alternated for another 10 years. It was a lot of fun being a turncoat.
I like it. Craig.
So I like the summer when the weather's warm because I can hang my washing on the line. But I'm aware that my neighbours can see my underwear, but I'm not getting dressed just to hang the washing out.
And why should you, Craig? Why should you?
Exactly. 2021.
That's it. And now Laura never hangs a shot of washing out without a hat on. I know that for a fact.
This is true. I don't know how many of you saw on the news, but all of the stones at Stonehenge are all being replaced by fish. That's the picture. It's very, very weird. But don't worry, it's only for the summer solstice. And don't worry, this isn't a real picture. It's not to scale.
Oh, two for the price of one there, eh? Hey. Every day's a school day. Okay, now, Iain, finish the round off, please.
Right, well, Sean Connery went to a pebbled beach and asked, "Is this a shingle beach?" And I said, "No, there's married couples here as well."
What did Sean Connery call the lifeguard's toilet? A shite for sure eyes.
Did you just think of that one as well?
No, I made it up about a year ago, and it's terrible, but I couldn't stop laughing for 5 minutes when I thought of it. So there you go. So don't forget, paypal.me/punoff. Give us some money. Please, of course. But you have the power. Vote. Who was the funniest? Was it Noel? Was it Craig? Was it Laura? Was it Iain? You have the power. And now you have the power to make us laugh. Alex, can you come back, please, and tell us those jokes that they've sent in, please?
Certainly. Well, if there's one thing that the viewers have experienced less than Derbyshire, then it's summer. It seems, because having been trapped in the UK for the last couple of years, nobody's seen the sun at all. So we have got Jessica Roberts. My girlfriend and I broke up at a summer camp. We got into an argument over which canoe to take. She got in one, I got in the other, and we just drifted apart. Rory Jones. It's Taylor's oldest time. Rory Jones, on the same cruise, my wife suggested we run and dive off the ship. So I said, there's no need to go overboard. Megan, my cat's in heat. Her name's Summer. Mark Wilson, still making a big play for the fridge magnet. I got a job this summer working at a local bowling alley. It's not permanent, just temping. And he also goes with, I hung a world map on the wall, gave my wife a dart and said we'd holiday wherever the dart lands. Turns out we're spending 2 weeks behind the fridge.
Nice. Is that the full whack?
That's the oh yeah, there we go. My daughter didn't do great in her class this year. Now she'll be in some more school.
Okay then.
A nice shoehorn one, Jessica. Nice.
Yes. I'll blame the parents. What have I said? Right then. Thank you, Alex. He came in with a good joke himself there, you see. Don't forget. Just because he's producing the show, he's a comedian as well. And he's making his debut at the Comedy Store soon. I hope he doesn't mind us telling you that. He'll probably think, and I was going to tell somebody personally. But that's fine. I'm just jealous, to be honest, Alex. I'm just jealous. So, who won that round? I've counted up the swathes of votes, and the winner is Noel. See, he doesn't need auto-tune. He doesn't need auto-tune. There you go. Is that an unassailable lead? Well, no, it's not, because there's 2 rounds left. But remember, you have the power to vote. Vote. And you have the power to donate. PayPal.me/punoff, if you please. Right, the penultimate round. The penultimate round. Physics. Physics. Get those beautiful brains of yours working. Physics. I'm going to go against tradition because I'm just such a subvertive type. We're going to start with Laura this time and go Laura, Craig, Noel, and Iain. Laura, you start off with physics, please.
Yeah, of course. The most energy produced, and this is a fact, the most energy produced was when the host of the Hootenanny replicated himself and went on a murdering spree. It created 1 million kilojoules.
There you go. There you go. Actually, I've just had a great time. I had some of those MC squares. They're the same as these. I'll explain why that's funny in the comments, okay? Never mind, never mind. Craig, you next, please.
So scientists are saying that drinking too much Pepsi can cause a growth in your stomach. They're calling it a physicist.
Physicist, I like it. I like it. Noel, physics.
My great-great-grandfather was the world's first Faraday cage fighter. I'd like to say he was the best in his field, but there's no field, so...
Funny and clever. But that's enough about me. Iain, if you finish the round off, please.
Right, well, a city was built by a physicist, but in true Roman style, I attacked it. Yeah, Isaac Newtown.
A bit like the apple. Didn't get it to start with, and then it is. Laura, can you start off round 2 of physics, please?
Of course. I don't know how many of you have that effect where an ambulance goes past you, and as it goes past you, the sound that it makes changes. I have that a lot. I had it today. An ambulance went past me, the sound changed. And then weirdly, another ambulance went past and the sound changed again. I guess it must have been a doppelganger effect.
I get the same when I hear dire straits. It's another effect. Okay then. Is this laptop on? Is this laptop on? Craig, you next, please.
So for his third law, Newton said that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And then he said, actually, no, there isn't, and sat down.
Of course, of course. Noel?
My physicist mate invited me for supper with his research students, and the menu sounded good, but then the waiter came out with a massive bowl of Pringles, and my mate said to me, "We've bombarded them with neutrinos." So that's what they meant by fish and chips.
There you go. And of course, once you mention fishing, once you pop, you can't stop, as Hiroshima found out. Iain, finish this round off, please.
Okay. Right. Well, a minister didn't know whether to change Silent Night for a religious song about a charged atom. I'd say keep an eye on him.
You have to explain that one, isn't it? Private chat, Iain. But anyway, Anyway, Craig was politer than me, unless he's cleverer than me. There's every chance that is a possibility.
Got it.
Oh, I can't got it. Right, 3.5. Craig's saying I'm thick. I'm in a huff. Right, we've had 2 rounds. We have 3 rounds. We'll go around again. Laura, by the way, are you putting a different clock up for each round? Or is it just...
Well, I'm hoping that one day you'll think that, my clock is better than Craig's.
See what
I'm 3 down now and nothing.
Well, you're taking the mickey with that one.
It doesn't matter.
Any more?
Okay then, right, Laura. At least I might be 2 rounds behind, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
I know which way I'm going with this one. Okay, so a chemical law. This is a fact for you, science fact. We all looked up science facts earlier for this round. A chemical law which states that the volume of a given mass of a gas at constant temperature is inversely proportional to its pressure is called Boyle's law. Whereas, don't confuse these. Whereas a mixture of cabbage, salad dressing, and a pus-filled lump, that's Boyle's law.
Boyle's law.
Very good.
Nice mental image there as well. Thank you for that, Laura. Okay. Craig, who still has the best clock. Sorry, Laura. Your joke, please.
So if ever a physicist looked at or disheartened, just ask him, what's the matter?
I once wanted to say, do you know Henri Leconte, the comedian? And he was discussing dark matter, which was genuinely far too clever for me. He's funny though, but I didn't get the dark matter jokes. Noel, you next, please.
Yeah, well, I've just discovered a subatomic particle that only exists in toilets. It's called a latrino.
Nice. Iain, finish off this highbrow round.
Right, well, I never understood Scrappy Doo's catchphrase about heavy rock singers' molecule obsession. They'd say, let me at him.
Nice. I always like to introduce someone as highbrow when they mention Scrappy Doo. I like that. Now, I've heard oxymoron discussed out Iain, but it might have just been the last part of that word. I don't know. Anyway, paypal.me/punoff. Yes, money. Right, now, don't forget, vote. Who was the funniest? Was it Laura? Was it Craig? Was it Noel? Was it Iain? You have the power. Send your votes in now, please. And when Alex comes and reads your jokes out, I'm going to count the votes. Thank you.
Well, thankfully, years of watching The Big Bang Theory mean that I've got most of these. So I flunked physics when I was at school, to be honest. Com says, physics a science or maths? Are you really that curious about it? Not that fussed, but I think it does matter. Rebecca Megan Davis, physics. It's all kinetic to me. Mark Wilson's still in the running, I think. You think he's still in the lead for the fridge magnet. My mother was a physics teacher. My dad was a biology teacher. They divorced. There was no chemistry between them. Can we just also point out as well that Laura now has the identical clock?
Behind the clock under as well.
There we
Mine's
go.
bigger.
We're having a clock off. Come on.
Mark Wilson, again, Albert Einstein was a very nice man. His brother Frank, though, was a monster. Nice. Rebecca Megan Davis, my physics teacher, wasn't very happy when I asked him for a tarot reading. I'm dyslexic. Jessica Roberts, have you ever had food from Chernobyl? I hear the fish and chips is off the scales. Hev Clift, I heard Alanis Morissette was rethinking her lyrics to be more educational. It's like rain being positively charged. Isn't it ionic? I like that one. Hev. Yeah, very, very nice indeed. Very nice. And we'll finish with one that I think I'll need to go and Wikipedia it. Tony Gardner, what is the Vector's favourite band? One Direction. So I'm going to go and look at what that means.
Okay then. What is a boy wizard's favourite band? One Direction. Right. While you're working out why that's funny, we shall have another advert, if you don't mind, Alex. And after the advert, I'm going to tell you who won that round.
What did you do, Ray? Oh, shit.
It's the Stay Pun Marshmallow Man.
Oh, thank you. Okay, and there. We weren't ripping off anyone with copyright there at all. Not at all. Not at all. Right, and who won that round? Iain won that round. Ooh, Iain, can you take the pressure? Can you?
My eye on him joke that everyone else got.
Okay, well, there you go. The one time you're funny and I don't get it. What happens there? What are the chances of that?
There's positives and negatives to it, really, isn't there? You know, so
I've got to say neutral. I mean neutral. I mean neutral. Okay, then. So we've had 4 rounds. We have 5 rounds. Hey, Laura, what a lovely clock you've got there.
It's lovely. I'm not losing this. I'm definitely going to find some way of winning this clock off.
Craig, don't worry. Size doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter.
No, it's not about the size. It's what you do with it.
Tell the time.
Time will tell.
There we go. That'll do. I'm certainly winning this.
It looks like I'm offering someone on there, doesn't it? Do you want your go?
It's your natural. It's your natural demeanour. So yes.
Right then, the last one. It is musical instruments. Musical instruments. I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but we've got 4 funny people here to keep you amused for this last round. So we'll go anti-clockwise. We'll go Iain, Noel, Craig, and Laura. Okay, Iain, start us off, please.
Right, you know that learning how to play small drums with my hands is a ongoing process.
There's repercussions, though. So, Noel, you next, please.
Well, I once tried learning to play the trumpet, but I was bounced out of the brass band.
Craig.
So I'm currently dating the conductor of an orchestra, and yesterday he sent me a picture of his penis.
And you were expecting a picture of his baton, weren't you? Yes, so there you go. Laura, minus the clock. What is your joke, please?
Oh, sorry, let's just go convoluted as hell. So I don't know how many of you were watching the Friends reunion last week, but it was weird to see one character had been replaced by a former tennis star who was only there to promote her musical instrument business. It was harmonica sellers.
Right, Iain, let's get round 2 of the instruments cracking.
Okay, well, hey, baby, do you want to see the transducers that amplify the signals in my guitar strings and amplify them? That's my pickup line.
And now we all know why his wife fell for him, eh? Well, that kind of voice. Okay. Noel.
Yeah, I used to be in a band, an avant-garde band. People said we were ahead of our time, but that's because the drummer was playing too fast.
Okay,
then. Craig, you next, please.
So I was thrown out of my Squeezebox band for inappropriate behaviour because apparently I wasn't acting accordionally.
Not enough Squeezebox jokes around these days, Craig. Not enough Squeezebox jokes. No. Laura, you next, please.
So I'm getting fed up of normal musical instruments. So what I did was I strapped a bunch of seagulls to a block of wood, and each of them make a different noise. That's my flockenspiel.
I like it. I like it. I think is that 2/3 of the way through, Iain?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay, Iain, do you want to start us off for the last time, please?
Right. Well, if you're going to poke cattle with a guitar, you should make sure that it's acoustic.
Nice. Okay, then, Noel, your last joke of the show, possibly.
Well, talking about guitars, I once played a guitar solo with my teeth. In fact, I took it to the bridge.
You look a bit like Jimi Hendrix, actually, from a certain angle.
Oh, thank you.
Craig, you next, please.
So when I was little, my mum's friend used to sometimes look after me, and she used to play a small stringed instrument to try and get me to sleep. And I just loved drifting off to the sound of the baby sitar.
Baby sitar. I like it. Can I just check the note all right after being hit by some kind of lamp there?
Yeah, I was just trying to get my false teeth because I've just had these new braces fitted. Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's all right. Baby sitar. Let's not forget Craig's last joke. Baby sitar. Laura, is this the last joke of the show? Probably not, because I'm going to tell one straight. I thought it's your last.
Okay. So, further to me saying that I'm fed up of normal musical instruments, I've been making musical instruments out of environmental activists, which is why I invented the electric guitar. And yes, somewhere here I do also have a drum kit which features the David Hi-Hattenborough. There he is.
Two for the price of one. Very good, very good. Right, well, who's won that round? We'll find out soon enough. Oh, see what I did there? See what I did? So who won that round? Was it Iain? Was it Noel? Was it Craig? Was it Laura? Was Noel being sneaky, putting that little braces joke in there to try and seduce you?
You asked me. You said he was.
Who won it? You decide.
I want to apologise for sneaking it in then, okay?
Don't apologise. All's fair in love and jokes. That's what I say. Right. Well, everyone's voting very quickly. People are voting. We'll get Alex in so I can catch up with these votes. Come on, Alex, get yourself in.
I just reading back, I accidentally, when I was encouraging the puns, made one myself. Musical instrument puns, still all to play for. All right, maybe just me on that one then. Mark Wilson, my sister started playing the mouth organ. That's our moniker. Mark in again with my new keyboard, cost me £1,000. It's a grand piano. Rory Jones. My wife kept pestering me for sex whilst trying to play the electric guitar. In the end, I had to fend her off. Jessica Roberts, I can't stand the Republican Party here in America. It's so sad to see all the Trump pets. Well, speaking of America, but also being sort of northeast as well. So I like that. So it's a good use. Yeah, Tony Gardner. No matter where I go, I like to bring my ukulele. Then whenever someone asks me to play an instrument, I say, I play a little guitar. That's nice. Next one from Rebecca Megan Davis. It may technically not be a pun, but it does make you think. Has anyone ever managed to record anything whilst playing the recorder?
Jesus Hearts were kind hands. That's what he played when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, I'll go. Food for thought. My friend offered to sell me a faulty violin, no strings attached. I had to stop playing in the orchestra as I contracted tuberculosis. It helps if I can read these out without buggering up one of the easiest words in the sentence. So apologies, Richard. Rory Jones again. Del Shannon played the instrument on his hit song Runaway. It was a wah, 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 wah pedal. And Ev Clift, the important meeting coming up on one of our top synthesizer players and investors. It was a keyboard meeting.
Thank you, Alex. Alex, do you want to just stay there? Because we come back to you about the Ram Comedy Festival. Sure, but we shall announce the winner. The winner of that round was... No, ladies and gentlemen, it was Iain. Well done, Iain. This begins at the top and everything up. The winner of UK Pun Off Does Ram Comedy Festival is Iain. Iain, what do you say to that? Yeah. I think comedy was the winner, of course. But Iain, what do you say?
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Twice a day, or in Laura's case, 20 clocks per show is right 20 times. Okay then. What we'll do, we'll quickly go around. Thank you everyone for taking part. Thank you for everyone for watching. What we'll do, we'll go around, we'll ask everybody what they're up to, if they've got anything they want to promote. So Alex, we'll start with you. What are you doing and what's coming up with the Ram Comedy Festival?
Yes, still one more weekend's worth of stuff for Ram Comedy Festival. Hopefully the last online only comedy festival. That's what we're hoping for. It's going to be real life from now on. So if you like the Facebook page, search for Ram Comedy Festival, you'll find it and you'll see all of the shows there for the rest of time. Well, the 6th of June, not the rest of time. And other than that, the only other thing I've got coming up is Brighton Fringe at the end of the month, 20th and 21st of May, June. I know what month it is.
There you go. Thank you, Alex. It's good to promote stuff in the wrong month. Of course it is. Well done.
Absolutely.
Laura, have you got anything coming up?
Just the usual. I'm on twitch.tv/Angel Interceptor, where I do nonsense like this and play really old 30-year-old video games incredibly fast and set world records and shit, because I have nothing else to do apart from one real life gig, which is in Lancaster on a really amazingly good lineup, which is next Friday. So yeah, follow me and I'll make more pictures of Greta Thunberg. Because reasons.
There's an invitation for you. Craig, apart from having the best clock in Birmingham, what will you be doing soon?
I've got a podcast out. Series 1 is out now. It's called Trish of the Day. I'm currently working on Series 2, but Series 1 is out there on wherever all the cool kids get their podcasts from. So,
excellent. Thank you, Craig. Thank you for that. Noel, what are you up to?
Right. Well, I'm going to be floating on a keyboard across a river working for Piano Ferries. And then I've got a live gig in Hereford on Friday, and I've got a website, and you can go on that. It's called noeljames.co.uk.
Excellent. Thank you, Noel. Thank you for that. Iain, what have you got coming up?
Well, everything's still closed up here, so it's just online stuff from us. UK Pun Off. We've got a show next Wednesday called World of Wordcraft. But yeah, people just check out at IMacPun. I've got a joke every day, and also the UK Pun Off for all upcoming shows.
Excellent. Well, thank you everyone for telling people what are coming up. If you just follow me on Twitter at Julian Lee Comedy. If there's anything interesting I'm doing there, I'll put it on there. But thank you everyone for taking part. Thank you, Alex, for producing. Thank you, Laura, for coming back from space just for tonight's show. Thank you for being on. One of our favourite guests.
No, to announce.
Always a pleasure.
Fridge magnet.
Oh, yes, fridge magnet. Sorry.
I've got to say, a very close second was Hev Cliff with Isn't It Ionic? That was beautiful. That was beautiful. But for the sheer volume and consistent quality, Mark Wilson is the winner of the fridge magnet tonight. So well done, Mark.
There you go. Well done, Mark. Okay, and thank you for that, Alex. Thanks for reminding us, Iain, as well. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Follow UK Pun Off on Twitter and Facebook. The next UK Pun Off show is The World of Wordcraft, which is a show with one-liners, puns, and micro gags from comedians next Wednesday. Follow that, please. But until then, we'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone. Comedy Waves.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.